with my education and my academic background, since you do this for your university. So I actually studied real estate management in Vienna. I was always focusing on sustainability already during my studies. So my first bachelor thesis was about organic architecture, and then a second thesis was about repurposing of unused industrial buildings. After I finished my studies, I worked for a commercial real estate firm in Vienna, and then I moved to Austria and I was working for an MPO and managing 30 properties for them. And then I finished my property developer license and property trustee license, and I decided I want to be self-employed. But back then I didn't have the capital to start and to develop real estate. So, and I also didn't want to take a loan. So I just decided, fuck it, I'll travel. And I traveled to Athens, and then the magic started. So then I was in an apartment with a girl who completely lived zero waste, and this sparked my interest. And ever since I was there, I didn't stop moving in that direction. So that was now 3 years ago. I moved to Athens. I created the first zero waste apartment for short-term rent, and now I'm here. And I'm a volunteer for Little Plant Pantry, and I founded a zero waste consultancy in Amsterdam. So Little Plant Pantry is Amsterdam's first zero waste grocery store, and it was opened about 3 years ago now. It's completely vegan, organic and package free. We're very proud that we also have a lot of local products from local farmers, from urban farmers. Most of our other products come from one organic supplier. For us, it's the supermarket of the future, and we believe that every supermarket should look like that, and we hope that we can inspire more people to start businesses like that. And I personally see this a bit like a prototype of the supermarket of the future, because it's not perfect yet, but the rough framework is set, and we're getting there slowly. It all started with a dream, very romantic, that Maria and Winter, the founders of Little Plant Pantry, had when they were living in Ireland. So about 4 years ago, they got more conscious about their own waste consumption, and then they decided they want to do something about it, because they realized, oh my god, we are just producing too much waste. So they decided to they decided to move to Amsterdam to open a zero waste grocery store. We choose our suppliers very carefully. We check beforehand if they deliver with or without plastic. We let them know that we are not accepting any kind of plastic packaging or non-recyclable packaging. We tell them that we want as less plastic or packaging as possible. And as I said, we found one big supplier that supplies all of our products in paper bags. That's great. We also reuse the paper bags. So once the paper bags are empty, and we also, for example, we have an online order and it's not fully filled until the top, and the items could just fall around in the box, we use the empty paper bags to make it full. So we're not only looking at packaging options that are recyclable, but we reuse the packaging that we have here. And I can really say that 98% of all the waste that comes in and out here is recycled or reused or somehow part of a circle. finding your sustainable network, because you want to be part of a network of circular stakeholders wherever you look at. And this is a growing sector, but it's still in its infancy. Redevelop your business model in general, because the business models that we use are outdated. And I personally believe that, for example, a SWOT analysis or things like that doesn't make sense. I believe if you trust your intuition, you win anyway. But this thought in our economy today, the linear economy, is not really existing, because businesses see each other as competitors and not collaborators. And this is where we need a mindset change in general. And I think this is one of the hardest obstacles to overcome, to let people understand that it's not about competing, and it's more about collaborating and building something together on the same level. The world can look at Amsterdam as a role model for those circular concepts, and I see them growing everywhere. And there's definitely, it's the right time and space to be here now to grow a circular business. There's so many initiatives, and I definitely see huge potential, and every day I learn something new about projects that work in the same direction. I see it developing towards a thriving city, and this is what we envision also with our concept here. We want thriving citizens, healthy people that consume consciously, and that's also an important message that we want to get out there. The store has kind of developed into a zero waste hub, I would say. So it's really, it turned into a meeting point for people with the same interests. And we also have this board behind you where people just pin their initiatives, and it's always more like an experience when people come here rather than just getting your groceries. If you would know Winter, who's the co-founder of this place, he's a very special character, and he knows how to talk to everyone. He's just so open, and people come in, and sometimes I feel like it's a psychology class here, because really people share their stories, and they're so open, and then somehow talks get initiated also between our clients, and then whole discussions evolve here, and it's really funny to see how this place often turns into a sustainability hub, and how people who are going in the same direction meet here and even start talking to each other, which has become quite uncommon in our modern world, because people just rush into Albert Heijn and they don't see or hear anything, and they pay with their electronic wallet and they're gone. But here it's different. So here it's really, you can feel that sense of community. This place has a special vibe somehow. It's really like grounding, and people can feel that, and that's what they enjoy. So sometimes people spend like 40 minutes here shopping, because they just like the vibe, and they like the music we're playing, and they like Winter, and they like to chat, and they like to talk to other people. So it's really like a place where you want to be. Like, I'm stressed if I go in the usual supermarket. I just can't stand it that there is 90% plastic packaging everywhere. And it freaks me out, and I cannot understand why we're still doing it when everyone is conscious about what is happening around us and what is happening to our climate and our planet. So this is a place where I can have peace of mind, because here it's regenerative and not destructive. I would say less is more. So start small with small steps, but set big goals and have your vision ready, and then walk slowly towards that vision. Don't expect to get rich, because you will not get rich with a sustainable business. So set your intentions right, know where you want to go, and then just go there step by step every day. If you're not passionate about it, don't do it, because you won't be able to survive the first 3 years. You gotta love it. If you take the first step, you're halfway there. Often people think they risk too much, or there's so many things they cannot do, but it will just develop over time and things will come towards you. So I would tell everyone who wants to start a sustainable business, don't be shy, just get the word out there, and it will work out. But it needs a lot of love and patience and time to develop a sustainable business, that's for sure. Yeah, so with the online shop, the same as the store itself, there is slow growth. We don't have, or we're just not putting any money into marketing. So we're not the usual store who advertises on Instagram or Facebook and gets more users through that. So also the online store, it works, and we're happy that we could expand to the whole of Netherlands. But it's going very slow, and I'm not sure if that is the right way to go, and if we should not take a bit of money to invest into marketing. It's all an experimentation, so I can tell you that it's working well. We could do much better. The online shop could be better. We could market it better, but we're hoping that over time our organic search increases. So we've put some energy into search engine optimization. We start with a blog, so we attract more people with questions they have about zero waste lifestyle or vegan food or organic food. So we're hoping to build a funnel there and get more clients from organic search rather than spending a lot of money on marketing. Little Plant Pantry is a bit of in the transition phase. I can't tell you clear details yet, because it's really transitioning, and we will see in what direction it goes. Of course, it would be nice to expand the concept, and if we have if we get funding to do that, I'm sure there are people who are going to go for it to make this bigger. But at the moment, we're still here in this store, and we don't have any concrete plans of expanding it further. Most importantly, I think it needs to be easy and fun to go zero waste. The biggest obstacle is convenience. Other obstacles are money, time, and accessibility. The obstacle of accessibility we solve with our zero waste maps. Money and time is actually only a mindset change, because it's not more expensive and it's not more time consuming. But you need to change some thinking patterns, I would say, because it might take longer to shop zero waste, but you do it once and then you have it for the next few months. And if you compare it to the time you spend in the supermarket, or you spend bringing your trash outside or whatever, then it's actually not more time consuming. So how to make a move towards living zero waste is quite simple. There are some small tricks that we always encourage people to do, and mostly we go through the 5 R's, the principles of zero waste. So that's reducing, refusing, reusing, recycling, and rot. I can give you 5 quick tips right away. It's often hard for people to refuse something because they have the feeling that they reject a person's offer of taking a bag or so, and then this could create a negative feeling for this person, although it's not about the person, it's about the bag. So what we recommend is to find your refuse mantra. So find a sentence that you feel comfortable with saying, and write it down, and be ready at any time to just throw out this sentence at someone who wants to offer you too much packaging or plastic or whatever, and you will feel confident about that sentence because you have thought about it before and you have it ready. Ask yourself a couple of questions like, do I really need this item? Do I have a duplicate of this item? Do I keep it because I would feel guilty if I would give it away because someone gave this to me as a present, which is actually, you shouldn't feel guilty about an item, so you just should give it away if you don't need it anymore. Or do I ever use this item? For example, I found out that I never used the garlic press, and then it's time to donate. Always a good tip for us is to check your reusable items. So check if your razor is reusable, or if you have a reusable bottle, and find items in your daily life that are reusable, and eliminate all single-use elements from your life. Investigate your trash every now and then and see what materials are actually recyclable in your trash. Recycling is a hot topic because we actually need global recycling standards in order to make it easy for people to understand. No one knows how to recycle things because each municipality has different rules, and that's why it's so confusing and hard for people, and even for the cities themselves, nobody knows what to do with recycling. Most importantly, rotting. This is where the life cycle of our food is closing, and where we can understand the full cycle of a product. And there is a method where you can compost even at your home, and that's bokashi composting, where you're fermenting food waste. It's an old Japanese method of composting your food waste, and you can get some organic fertilizer from bokashi composting, and also use your compost as a soil amendment for urban farming, for example. And then once you connect to your urban farming community, you're all of a sudden part of a circular economy. That's it.
Yeah, so thank you so much again for answering all of our questions and showing us around a bit. I think all of us really enjoyed being here today, so thank you, and hopefully we'll see each other some more.